Hello everyone, today we'll be talking about how to evaluate expressions. So let's start off simple. X minus y. And so now I'm going to give that x is going to be equal to, let's see, x is going to be equal to 3. And y is going to be equal to 1. So now it's basically saying for every x on this expression, you need to replace it with a 3. So now let's this is going to be equal to 3, and this is now going to be equal to y is equal to 1. So now is equal to 1. So now it's basically saying 3 minus 1 is going to be equal to 2. Let's try another one. Let's go on to let's try something different. Let's pick z and x instead of y. So z x minus z. So now we have talked about this in the earlier video. When you have two variables next to each other, this means multiplication. So just keep that in mind. So z is equal to 4 and x is equal to 2. Let me just make this into a different color. 4. Okay. So now for every z, like we've done in the first example, we are going to make it into a 4. So right now this is going to be equal to 4. This is also equal to 4. Now x is equal to 2, so we're going to be crossing this x out and making a 2. Now don't get confused, this is not 42, this is 4 times 2, or you can also put the parentheses, but just make sure that this is not 42. Well, let's evaluate the expression. Order of operations, multiplication starts first. 4 times 2 is going to be, let's rewrite the expression. 4 times 2 is going to be 8 minus 4. Just bring this 4 left. We've only changed 4 times 2. And 8 minus 4 is going to be equal to 4. Now let's do one last example. And we're really going to emphasize on the order of operations here. Now I'm going to try and incorporate as much as possible. Let's bring in x, y, and z. So let's bring in x, let's bring in y, and let's bring in z. And so the expression will be y minus x z times x. So now I'm going to make y equal to 7. That's not a good 7. 7. X is going to be equal to 2. And z is going to be equal to 3. So like we said before, we have to change all these variables to numbers. Each x is going to be equal to 2. This is also going to be equal to 2. So y is equal to 7. Let's make this out to a 7. And let's rewrite this to a 3. Now this just looks very, very complicated. So let's rewrite this. 2 parentheses 7 minus 2 times 3. Now in the United States, we have something called PEMDAS, so we do the parentheses first, what's inside the parentheses first. And inside the parentheses, we have multiplication. Multiplication is first. And so 2 times 3, well, this is going to be 6. And now we do 7 minus 6 first inside the parentheses. So now this will be 2 times, well, 7 minus 6 is going to be equal to 1. Now I talked about in the earlier video, this means multiplication. 2 times a number in the parentheses means multiplication. So 2 times 1 will finally be equal to 2. And I hope you enjoyed.